Hey, Jazz, how's everybody doing? See quite a few people on here. Hoot Nanny, Homestead, Mama Bear, Four Blessings Farm, Pete's Little Homestead, She Moved Mountains, The Busy Little House, Kurt Gibson. Get on here a little bit early so we make sure we're going to stream good and everything. Hey, Mama Bear. Hey, Busy Little House. The hair, yeah. I told y'all I'd do it. There you go. Do my best Jane Fonda. Thank you again, Nanny. Appreciate you a whole bunch. Joan Spence, hey, how are you? Terry Williams, how are you? If I've missed it, City Girl Country Heart, how are you? Grammy Karen, hey. The Tinker's wife, hey. I know I'm going to miss somebody in a second. Feel bad. Hey, Tammy. Hey, Colton, what's going on, buddy? How's everybody doing? Elon's upstairs. Ural, how are you? Two Wild Onion Homestead. The Stivers right behind them. Lynn's Life. Hey, how are you? Where's that polar bear at? Hidden Valley Homestead. Duncan, hey, how are you? Reclaim the Farm. The Pirate and the Lumberjack. The Music Well. How are you guys? The Other Life. Hey, Ivan, how are you, brother? Go to bed, Colton. You got school tomorrow? Oh, yeah, long time no see. Haven't seen you guys in a while. Hidden Valley Homestead. Hey, welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? Sampson's Farm. Good to have you back there, brother. Grandma Sue Happy. How are you? The Boat Homestead. How are you? Keeping up pretty good. I'm glad you're blessed. I'm blessed too. Piney Heaven Homestead. Hey. They get going so fast on it. The busy little house. I just have to say hey to everybody. Good to go. Got an interesting night coming up. She's already in bed, Jen and Zach. I got her down. Which one am I talking to tonight? Bare Hands Homestead. Hey, how are you? Thanks for getting on. There's my hero. Two of them right together. Look at that. Anna and Katie. If y'all didn't watch Katie's live, her first live, y'all need to go check that out. That was a good time. Miss Carol, how are you? Fishes Lou's Garden Home with Mama Woods. Hey, Jen. I'll kiss her in the morning all over as I always do. We've been going at it heavy today. I'm going to tell you what, are the Broussards on here yet? If they're out here on the night, we need to get everybody to go over and get on Abby to get this chocolate pie video going. You know me and cheesecake. Now you got to look at me in chocolate pie. I'm gonna leave this hair down for a few more minutes and then it's going up, guys. I can't handle it over my eyeballs. I bet Nanny from Hooten Nanny's Homestead can make a good chocolate pie too. I just have a feeling. My favorite thing my grandmother used to make before she passed away, God rest her soul, was she used to make chocolate pies with homemade whipped cream meringue on top. And she would make two for Christmas. She'd give me one of them and give me the other one, but told me I had to share it with everybody. So I always got the biggest slice and then let everybody else get theirs and then took one home. That was my thing. Getting started on homesteading. Hey, how are you? Deborah Bros, my neighbor. What's going on? I know Elon's not asleep. She just went down about 30 minutes ago. She's sitting up there listening to us, I guarantee. Yeah. Pie, oh me, oh my. I agree. wasn't random. She moved mountains. It was a very good live. So guess what? I was lucky that one of you guys came up, and I don't think she wants me to tell who it was, but if she wants to say who it was, it's good to go. But we didn't pick somebody last week to give us a verse, but she sent me an email and gave me a good one. So we're going to read it, some scripture here in a little while, but we're not even to 10 o'clock yet. So inbound garden tomorrow, Deborah Broll says. Banana cream. I can handle some banana cream pie. Busy little house. You want to be a moderator too? You don't have to, but if you want to, send me some thumbs up, and if you don't, that's fine. I just know Mims and She Moves Mountains and Samson Farm and Mama Bear could probably use a little help. But, all right. Thank you. Let's see if we can get you a wrench. Let's see. Here you go, busy little house. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see if you got a wrench now, girl. Sugar Creek Homestead of Tennessee. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Look at that. The busy little house has got the hammer now. She got upgraded. You didn't get upgraded. You already were doing it anyway. But I appreciate it. I should make Duncan one too, but I think they moderate on every one we do. So try to get some people that don't. Mims moderates on a lot of them too. She Moves Mountain does as well. So yep. The busy little house, she's gonna smack all you. She's gonna get you good. Let me shake my finger at the camera. House is a mess behind me. You see that mess? It's craziness. Oh, I mess with the fire. Ooh, a Frito pie. Yeah, please hit the thumbs up. If you're new here, if this is the first live that you've done with us, let's see, what can we put on? Put a smiley face out there. Let me know if this is the first live you've done with us. I hope we got a couple of new people. Yeah, Stivers, I heard about something coming up. You have to send me an email or a text message. Why are you redoing your plan, City Girl Country Heart? Mine change every day too as I get to going on stuff. I'm going to talk about some stuff after we get through scripture and stuff tonight and go through our little discussion. Consider it Joy Homestead. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. We got 42 on. Maybe we'll make big time like the Stiver Homestead and get over 100 tonight. Maybe. I don't know. They've been rocking it. It's all because Grammy Karen. She gets all the people over there for her and Ray Lynn. What did I do today? Well, let's see. I did laundry. I got to put this hair up. Sorry, guys. I did laundry. We ran around town. We went and got 100 fish for the pond. You guys haven't seen it yet on any of the vlogs, but my neighbor's got about a 1/4 acre pond, and we kind of share duties on it. He's the one that's got the ducks. His name's Steven, and he's probably watching right now, but he's probably watching on his TV, so he can't comment. Swamp Acre Homestead, welcome, brother. The Rock and Sea Homestead, but we went and got 100 bluegill and red ear sunfish. So that's what we've been up to. Yeah, we got bluegill and red ear sunfish. We were going to get some grass carp, but I think the water's just a little too cold up here on the mountain. And we got a lot of vegetation, but we also got a lot of frogs and salamanders. So I don't think they would have done too bad. Hidden Valley Homestead, no bass. we'd do better off putting trout. We have trout, native trout in this pond as well. So the bluegill we got were kind of bigger, and so they won't get eaten up as bad. So I think we're going to start off, Earl, with the hydroponics. I'm going to set up a system similar to Ben from my nose is itching off. Ben from VW Farms. We're going to get one of those systems going, and then I've got to figure out something and see how the greenhouse is going to work during the winter, and see if I can keep temp up high enough to be able to run tilapia or something. So yeah, we hope so. Live in Miracle Homestead. Hey, how are you tonight? Have I missed anybody? I don't think I've missed anybody yet. So remember, if you want to put comments, please put them all caps. If I miss you, please repeat it. You're not hurting anybody's feeling. I know sometimes I feel like I'm crazy when I re-ask questions over and over. I'll tell you, I'll answer that question later if I don't want to do it on here. Hey, consider it joy. Bearhead Homestead catfish. We have decided not to do that either, because catfish will eat your smaller trout and stuff. And all of the trout we have here are native, so they're about 8 to 10 inches long. Really nice fish, though. Megan Walderman, hey, how are you? Glad you're just getting on. We're just now starting, so we're officially started now. I just jumped on to make sure we were going to stream good and all that good stuff. Living Miracle Homestead, hey, how are you? The busy little house. Do it. Reclaiming. Did I miss reclaiming the farm? I didn't see it. Fitter's Creation. Hey, how are you? We'll give it a few more minutes, guys. Let everybody get on here. What we were requested to do last week. If you're new to the lives, what I do is every week I'll pick somebody from the chat. About midway through, I'll pick somebody from the chat and let them give me what we're going to do. Rainbow 505, welcome. Thanks for coming. We'll let them choose what we're going to go over next week. The last few weeks have been toward more of the preparation and gun safety. Tonight, we're going to go over what I consider the 10 things that you need to have available as not really a bug out bag, but the 10 items I think you need to have in any situation. If you find those and you have those 10 items, you can pretty well make it through anything. So, called the 10 C's. If you want to pull up another window and look, you can go to Dave Canterbury's site, the 10 C's, or the Pathfinder School, and look at those. Dave's a wonderful, wonderful guy. He started on YouTube way back in the day, and he was on Dual Survival during the first couple of seasons. And he's actually somebody I call a friend. He's a real good guy. I've not actually spoken to him in several years, but I still call him friend. If I saw him out, we'd end up hitting it off good. But a very honorable, good man. Does a lot of good stuff. So let's see if I missed any questions. All right, I'm just trying to catch up and make sure I haven't missed anything. So we'll go until about 10:15. Then we'll jump into scripture. We'll read our few passages. For those of you that may not have been here before, Pete's Little Homestead, welcome. Glad to have you. There's Mom. Hi, Mom. How are you? She's on there, guys. So we'll do is about 10:15. We'll go through and read our little passage, and we'll go in that, discuss that a little bit, and then we'll jump on into the class. So it's past your bedtime, isn't it, Mama? So, hey, Northern Ohio Homestead, how are you? Glad you made it. Trying to make sure I catch the Max Happy Homestead. Hey, welcome. Trying to keep up there. Providence Farms, hey, how are you? Mom says, no, it's not past her bedtime. Hey, Chris's mom. Everybody's saying hi to you, Mom. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. She had a third stroke on Easter. I think I saw you comment that on another live earlier. I'll put one in. Mom, put one in for Miss Joan too. So let's see. Mary Schultz, hey, welcome. Glad to have you. Julie Wright, hey, how are you? Kirk Gibson, hey, how are you? Welcome. We're up to 53 guys, and we're just 5 minutes in, so that's awesome. Hoot Nanny. If you're new to the chat, let Chris know. Yeah, let me know if you're new to the chat, please. Yes. Pizza Homestead. Yes, hi all. I type too slow to chat. Hey, Pete. Pete, I understand. I can't keep up with most of them. Usually I'll catch and get one or two, and then I'm like, hey, everybody, you're chatting too fast. Hello to everybody. So that's good to go. Oh, Julie Wright, Lundy, and you guys. Okay. Consider it joy. That's awesome. I watched your video. That's awesome. You guys need to put that one out on the windmill. You guys need to get that one made and kind of go back and talk about that. June Ann McIntosh. Hey, how are you? I butcher names, guys, so I apologize for that. Mary Dunn, nice to have you back. So good to go. Mims, I think the highest we've hit so far is about 69. Does that sound right to you? You're kind of like my gatekeeper. You and She Moves Mountains. Oh, it crashed on you, She Moved Mountains? That's no good. I was going to ask you, is there any easy way to find a gun safety training course near me? Should I call the police station? Megan, I'm going to tell you, I would go to a local gun store. I would talk to some people if you have family members around. I'd go to a local gun store, ask them, tell them that you're not wanting to do if you're wanting to do a carry class, they can definitely send you on that. But I would also ask them if they have anybody that teaches advanced courses. It might cost you a little bit more to do your first one or two, but maybe grab one or two friends and split the cost and go in a smaller class and see if you can get somebody to do um, to do it together in a condensed course. Mom, she's reading all your chat. She can see you. She's a moderator. So Mims, uh, my mom says she's cheating on me with you because she's watched every one of your videos now and has waiting with great anticipation for the next one. She loves you to death. I did not plant anything in the greenhouse today, guys. I was out working with the fish and getting those together and stuff. So that's what I did today on that. All I did in the greenhouse today was open windows for ventilation and do a little watering and got it together. So, Mama Bear Preparedness. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Getting Started Homestead. I think I remember meeting you as well. And these chats tend to go long. I'm going to try not to make this one as long tonight, but it gets crazy. Mom, she's reading this. Mims is reading everything and chatting back to you and said she loves you. So we need to do a prepping collaboration. We could do that, Mama Bear. You want to do it as far as trying to get together on a live, or do you want to try to do like a challenge thing and put out some information? Tonight's going to be a little bit of preparedness type stuff. The Pryor Homestead, how are you? Music, well, I think I already said hello to you, but hello again. Oh, did Providence, are you leaving? I'm sorry about that. See you later. Pete's little homestead filled one of his with strawberries today. I'm going to Pete's house in about 2 months. Make strawberry pies. Mom's got a good strawberry patch going this year. It's looking real good. She says that's about all she's got going right now. So I love food, Nanny. I'm just a big old food boy. I like good food too. My mama makes some mean chicken and dumplings and potato soup and just a big old grilled cheese sandwich with them, and I'm happy. Happy, happy, happy. Hey, Music Well, jump off whenever you need to. Like I said, we're going to give it about 5 minutes. Let everybody try to get on here real good. And then, hey, Broussard Homestead, we were just talking about Abby and her chocolate pie show here. So, um, but yeah, jump off whenever you need to, everybody. You don't have to stay around for the whole thing. Stay through us. Let's get through this part. We'll be good to go. Um, Biddy Boo Brown, how are you doing? Thank you. She is a cutie. Hey, cheesecakes in the house. Two family homestead. There's my cheesecake mama. My other mama, my real mama's on here, but Sherry's gonna be my cheesecake mom. Tinker will have chocolate pie cheesecake. I don't know if that could be done, but I'm sure we'll get Sherry and Abby together and see if we can make a hybrid. I think that's what we need to do. So it's good to go. Trying to keep up. So is everybody getting their garden set? I know a lot of people are talking about that, getting that done. I don't think the busy little house is getting her garden in quite yet because she showed that Earth Day cleanup with those beautiful children of hers, and there were still too much snow on the ground. Craziness. Missy, mom, I don't know if you caught that, but my mom says she's been watching you daily. What an awesome group. We do have an awesome group of people, Sugar Creek Homestead of Tennessee. We got to get together too at some point in time. Where did you say you were at exactly? What area? What county? Sorry, Bear Hands Homestead. Last frost is middle of May. We probably won't set out anything really good until probably the first week of May either. Sorry. That's why we're here. Hump Day. Get over the thing. Bombs to Bushel Homestead. Welcome. Thank you. Table full in the woods. Howdy, howdy. Thanks for coming on. New to chat, Kurt. Thank you, buddy. Kurt, what area are you from? What state? So, Chris, did you say the other night that you were going? I'm going to the Life Conference, Sherry, because you conned me with some good old pie. But yes, I'm going to come. I'm going to make that. I wanted to go to that one anyway. That's actually the first one that I wanted to. Middle Tennessee, moving in a few weeks to West Tennessee, Hardin County. Okay, good to go. I wanted to. That's the first conference that I looked at going to because Doug and Stacy are so awesome. They hold on. I love your hillbilly ways. Oh, all right, Mom. I'm getting distracted now. But that's the first one we looked at. Doug and Stacy's done so much for this community. They're great people, and I actually think me and Doug would get along great. I like his sense of humor and stuff. So uh, that would be a lot of fun. So yes, I'm gonna go one way or another, even if I have to drive up and then drive back the next day. So plan on getting tickets tomorrow. So that's the chance. Anybody else going to go to the live conference on here? Yeah, we hey, we'll be there too. Oh, Table Full of Woods is going to be there. Awesome, good to go. I know two families going to be there. Yep, I'm waiting for She Moves Mountains chicken coop video too. Y'all got to get on her, help her get that one done. Microfarm starter, hey, welcome. I don't know if I hit you yet. I am not going to make the Mother Earth news conference. I am going to go. Sherry will probably throw a thumb at me or something here in a second that's in my eye. But I am going to the Appalachian Homestead conference because it's right here in the back door, and I've got to meet Men's Garden Miss Anna is going to be there, so I'm going to be there. So we will be doing that one. We'll do the HOA this year. So we're going to make that one. And I'm doing it so I can meet Mims, Two Family Homestead. Got to meet Mims. So, and it's right here in our backyard too. So Abby's Kitchen in the house. Hey, Mom, Abby's Kitchen. She's a young lady. How old are you, Abby? Like 13 or 14? And she's going to make chocolate pie video for me. That's going to be so much fun. 14. Abby is 14. Oh, guys, we're about a minute over. Let me throw on my spectacles and we'll get started into what we're doing tonight. Oh. Once again, for anybody that's new here, everybody else knows this. I have severe dyslexia, so me to read publicly and to get it halfway decent where it sounds okay is a chore within itself. I have to get some light here, so you have to bear with me as we read through. All right, so if you want to say that you're the one that here. All right, Mom, you're going to leave? Okay, I was getting ready to read some scripture. It's okay. You can go. Bye. See you. All right. So anyway, we're going to do Ephesians chapter 5, 1 through 21 is what we was requested. If you would like to say who you were that requested that, that's awesome. I think you had said in your email that you really, really didn't want to be put out there. You didn't need to, but we'll go through there. So here we go, guys. I've got to get it over here so I can see. So sorry for not paying attention to you guys. And I'm not going to watch for chats and questions. So you'll just have to hold for a minute. So Ephesians chapter 5, 1. In Christ, good forgave you. Follow God's example. Therefore, as dearly loved Christians, and walk in the way of love, just as Christ loved us and gives himself up for us as a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God. But among you, there must not be even a hint of sexual immorality or of any kind of impurity or of greed, because these are improper for God's holy people. Nor should there be obscenity, foolish talk, or coarse joking, which are out of place, but rather thanksgiving. For of these you can be sure, no immoral, impure, or greedy person, such a person is a idolater, has an inherentness in the kingdom of Christ and of God. Let no one deceive you with empty words, for because of such things God's wrath comes on those who are disobedient. Therefore do not be partners with them. For you were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Live as children of light, for the fruit of the light consists in all goodness, righteousness, and truth. And find out what find out what pleases the Lord. Have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. It is shameful even to mention what the disobedient do in secret. But everything exposed by the light becomes visible, and everything that is illuminated becomes light. This is why it is said, "Wake up, sleeper, raise from the dead, and Christ will share on you." Be very careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise. Make the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil. Therefore do not be foolish, but understand what the Lord's will is. Do not get drunk on wine, which leads to debauchery. Instead, be filled with the Spirit, speaking to one another with psalms, hymns, and songs from the Spirit. Sing and make music from your heart to the Lord. Always give thanks to God the Father for everything in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. So, anybody want to make any comments on that? Because I think there's a lot there that's said in that scripture. I think we're missing a lot of that in today's life. We're willing to accept the darkness more than we are the light. I think that we're willing to not speak up uh, about the things that are bad. Where this community, I think one of the greatest things is, hey, Christy Beats, I think one of the craziest things is we don't hide it. We don't hide it. We may have small differences in the way we believe, but we all believe. Um, I really think if my mom could make it, I'd bring her to the shindig next year just so she could see. Um, and it is easy to hide in the darkness. To step out in the light and shine is super, super hard. Um, so it's one of those things where if you're not willing to shine, you're just dark because you're giving giving over to that darkness, in my opinion. So, oh yeah, Nanny, you're right. So, thank you. She moved mountains. So, with that said, let that weigh on you tonight. Think about that when you're with your people at work tomorrow. Think about that when you wake up to your children in the morning. Um, I have to be there. Oh, consider it Joy Homestead. People don't like to be told that they're wrong. People don't like to be told that they're being immoral. I love everybody, but I don't have to love your sin. I don't have to love what what you're doing, and I don't have to sit by and accept it. Um, so, my father always taught the six of us that we are like our friends and to be wise when choosing them. We're very well always associated with who we're at, no matter how good we are, if we don't stand up and say the right thing. And the thing is, for young people, I know Abby's on here and She Moves Mountains. I know there's still a big gap in there, but She Moves Mountains is telling it like it is. She knows what she wants in life. She knows that godly man that she's looking for. I've struggled for 45 years to try to find that in a woman. But I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to take a false Christian woman for it. She can go to church every Sunday and every Wednesday and every time the doors are open, but she needs to be real with herself. She doesn't need to be stuck in the darkness, even though she thinks she bathes in the light. Um, Good to go, table forward. Hey, remember to put it in all caps, guys. I'm trying to keep up with you, and some of them I'm getting sidetracked into other conversations. So put it all in caps for me if you have a question or a comment directed to me. But I hope you enjoyed that. I'm really glad that that young lady sent that to me because I forgot to do that. So I'm going to randomly pick someone in a minute. If you get picked, send me an email and let me know what you would like to hear. If you don't know, open the Bible and drop your finger. God will lead you where you need to go. So let's see. Hey, the white picket fence. Give me something if you don't mind. I'm not. Yeah, absolutely. You're not supposed to judge. If you want to, that would be awesome. Hey, ask the Haskins family vlog. Yeah, that bothers me as well. I don't try to push what I believe down your throat. I'll tell you, I'll testify to you, I'll share with you, and hopefully through my action as a man and my action as a man of God, a warrior of God, will lead you to where you want to be. Would you like the white picket fence? Would you like to pick the scripture chapter and verse? Can be multiple if you'd like. and send them to me in an email. And that's what we'll do next week. I try to pick somebody from out of the chat. It doesn't matter who it is. I just try to pick somebody and let them choose next week's scripture and kind of guide us through that way. So that'd be really nice. Thanks. I appreciate it. Mims's Garden or the Busy Little House or She Moved Mountains, if you'll post my email address, that would be awesome. Absolutely. For Blessings Farm. I always say this to people. There's a difference between judgment and weights and measures. You can take and weight and measure someone by their actions of what they're doing. An evil man is evil. If I see you doing evil, that's not judging, that's weighing and measuring you. So if you're doing something that's evil, if you're doing something that's wrong, then you can be weighed and measured for that. If I'm judging you because you're tattooed up and long beard and hair all long like me, and I look at you and I say, you know what? You're not a Christian. You're not there. That's not right of anyone. I know many a good men that are tattooed up, long hair, scraggled, scarred, beaten, been in the gutter, done the wrong things. Right here is one of them. It's not always been the best person, but Jesus didn't go to the church. Jesus went to the pit. He went to the gutter. He went to the whorehouse. He went to the bar. He went to all those places that most everybody won't go to. Won't do it. They're too afraid. They're too scared. I wish Polar Bear was on here because I know he goes into the pit. He walks up in there and he stomps his foot and tells what's up. This is where we're at. This is what I'm going to share with you. Not push down your throat. I'm going to share this with you. Windmill Farm, how are you? Good to see you here. We are to be judged between whom we will serve, Joshua, but throw rocks and stones at the wounded. Nope. Yep, exactly. If you got somebody down on the ground that's hurt, you need to try to lift them up. Try to get them out of that bad place that they are. So we'll see where we're at. Tonight's class discussion, what we're going to go into is going to be kind of on a little go bag type, what I think are the 10 items that you need to have. So Hootenanny, the sweetest Christian man I ever met looked like a mass murderer. I got it. Atkins Family Homestead, welcome. Glad you're here. If you've been here for a minute and I'm just missing you, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to tell you. Hey, I've been a long ways from clean cut, but I'm trying. I'm not perfect. For all you Queen Heifer applicants, I'm not perfect, but I'm sure trying. So I got a shirt coming by the way of that. So our cover can be worn by the scarred with the patina of hard life, but God sees the heart. I hope so. North Star Prepsteader, welcome. Glad you're here. I was looking for you. So that's awesome. I appreciate you popping in. We're getting ready to get into this in a second. So just trying to get over, we just did scripture, Ephesians 1 through 20, I think is what we did. And trying to get it done. Get a little bit of Wednesday night post-church scripture in. Awesome. Got to do that with Jennifer S. Hey, how are you? From Elizabeth, and excited to watch some of the Upper Tennessee. Well, welcome. You're just right across the road from me. My stepson Eli, that's on some of the videos and stuff, is former stepson, still my son. I don't know what you want to call him, but he's in Elizabethan. So Windmill Farm. We're at 58. We kind of been going up. We got 66 likes, so at least people coming in have enjoyed what they're hearing so far. All right, guys, let's jump into this class. Let's get ready. Who was it real quick that suggested, if you're on here, us doing the prep bag this week? It might have been Prepstetter. You're on here. If somebody catches that in a minute, let me know. So what we're going to go over tonight, and guys, this is basic baseline where we're starting with everything, and we can build on these. It was the other preps that are prep homesteads, prep something or another, I think, is who suggested that last week. But anyway, these are the 10 basic items that I think you should have in your vehicle are readily available. And then I'm going to add a couple more stuff. I lost a lot of friends when I became a Christian, but gained a father that's always here, always there. Absolutely, Pete's little homestead. Absolutely, he is always there. And I've lost a lot of Christian friends when I became a Christian because you know what? I hold their feet to the fire. I think that we need to hold each other's feet to the fire as much as anything else. We're not going to get this class started, but I'll get back up to preach a little bit. And I'm not a preacher. But I've said this on the last one. If you have a preacher in your church that's been to 16 different churches in the last couple of years, he's not there for the saving of the souls and guiding the flock that he's with. He's there to make more money because he's went from here to here to here to here to find himself into a place where he's not going to be. I do. I love Jesus. But I'm guys. Listen to this. Don't let me make you mad. I'm a warrior of God. I believe in Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. I don't necessarily say that I'm a Christian in the modern sense of it. I am, but I think the modern word Christianity has been bastardized so much by fake Christians and churches that don't have a backbone enough to stand up for what the good book says. What this right here, with this guidebook, this ultimate guidebook and manual to life and being where we're supposed to be, there ain't enough men and women that they're head of our churches that are worth the salt that they're made that's in their body. They're not willing to stand up for what's right and wrong. They cower behind what they call Christianity instead of standing up proudly beside that name, Jesus Christ. So, sorry, guys. Get me lit up a little bit. I think that's why my mama jumped off of here. She's probably crying. That boy's getting me. So, let's get back on this little class. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over those 10. I'm going to stop looking at this so I don't respond to you guys. We're going to go over to the 10 pieces of gear that I think that you should have stowed away. And these 10 pieces you can have stowed away in multiple different places, readily available. Have it in your truck, have it in the house beside the door, have it at your wherever you're going as well. But these are things that you can fit into a small thing. And the first C, when we talk about those 10 C's, if you go over to the Pathfinder School or to Dave Canterbury's site, I want to give him credit because these are things that I've practiced my whole life as well. But Dave is the one that came up with the 10 C's. So the first one is a container. And it doesn't necessarily happen to be a bag. It'd be a 50 cal ammo can that you keep in your car. This is a snug pack. It's a little waist pack. It's got 2 straps that go around your waist, but then it's also got a carry handle that goes over top, so you can just carry it like it. It's a very small bag. It's not big at all. And when I show you these 10 items that you'll be able to do. For you that haven't watched too many of my videos or anything, a little background before we go any further. That was the first C, is the good bag. So you want a good bag. Maxpedition, Snug Pack, 511 makes a good one. Blackhawk makes some good gear. You want to buy quality and all this stuff that I'm talking to you. Doesn't necessarily mean expensive, but you want to buy quality because this is stuff that can help you save your life or someone else's life. The toolbox here and the knowledge of how to use this stuff is huge. So My background is I'm a United States Marine. I'm a retired federal law enforcement, federal air marshal. I've been teaching traditional skills classes and preparedness courses, bushcraft skills. Um, Goodness gracious, for 15, almost 20 years now. Um, I teach canning courses, things of that nature, and we have the homestead here in the Northeast Tennessee, uh, North Appalachian Mountains, Northeast Tennessee Appalachian Mountains. So that's where we're at. Number 2C, and probably the most important tool that you can have. I carry one on my hip and in my pocket also, but as a cutting tool. You want a nice knife. This is a Condor. These knives are about $20 to $24. You want a blade that is a nice thick blade so that you can cut wood, and then you also can cut food and stuff. You can tell this one's been beat up and rugged, but it'll also hold a good thing. For a good stainless will work really well for your blade. 5 inches, no more than 6 inches is all you want the blade of your knife to be. The one that I carry on my hips actually only about 4.5, so you can see the actual cutting surface is quite a bit smaller. So, so number 2 is a cutting tool. Now that doesn't necessarily have to be a knife. If you like a hatchet and you can learn to peel and do fine work in the kitchen and stuff with the hatchet, that's a great choice to go with. So we now have our container and we have our knife, number 2. Number 3, I gotta get this out of here, is you want a metal container. Whoa. My camera just went crazy. Sorry about that, guys. You want a metal container. This is just a metal cup, holds about a half a liter. You could have a metal single wall. If you're going to use something that's got a lid on it, it has to be single walled. It can't be double wall insulated because it'll explode if you put it in heat or water. The pressure will build up and it'll actually explode and crack on you. And you want to make sure there's no plastic rim. It can be a plastic top, but you want to make sure that it's cooled down before you put it on there. But I actually like an open top, large metal or steel cup. That's your metal container. That's number 3 is a metal container. Number 4 is cordage. This is 550 cord. This is actually 25 feet of cord that's been braided in a square knot, has a quick release, and it's actually got a little bungee pinch tie thing. I can wear it around my neck or anything. The thing with 550 cord is it'll have 8 strands of I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see it. 8 strands of string inside. It's actually 8 altogether, 7 inside, 1 out. And it has a 550-pound capacity to pull. You put it like this, you can lift a car with this thing. So your cordage is going to be there. And you want 25 feet, and you really never want to cut this if you don't have to. If you need to use a piece of string, you want to hold it at one end, and you want to pull one of these white strings out. And if you actually do that, you have 25 feet times 8 for total length of cordage with this, for setting bank lines and fishing lines, tying up and using things to build shelters and stuff like that. So there's that one. I think that was number, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was number 4. Number 5, cargo tape, duct tape, or in my opinion, Gorilla Tape. You need to have you about a 50-foot roll of that. And the reason you want the cargo tape is I can fix clothing, I can fix shoes, I can make fletchings for bows and arrows, making traditional arrows and bows in the field. I can close wounds up with that. I can take and uh, I can bind shelter together. I can make fishing lures out of it by making feathers and stuff out of that. Um, you know, there's a lot of things that you can do with cargo tape that's out there. So another really nice one to have in your bag. All right, that's number 5. Number 6, you need to have combustible. Now I carry a lighter as well in my pocket all the time, but this is a Kodiak fire starter. And if you guys can find these are absolutely amazing. They last forever. I've had this one for 6 years and it's still huge. This is your magnesium and this is your ferrocerium rod up here, and it'll throw rocks forever. But this one folds up like a little multi-tool. and works great. So combustible. It's number 6, I think, is what we're at. Whoop! I got my little blades in there. I gotta get pushed back in there, and it comes in a little pouch that you can carry and throw on your hip once you get to where you're at. So combustible. Now, the next one, I add a little bit of extra with this. Number 7 is a compass. You want a nice Silva compass is nice. You can go heavier and more expensive and go with some of the military. But I like the nice little small Silva compasses. It's got our grids. It's got our marks for do it. If we actually have a map that we can go. But what I like to make sure that I have with my compass, and I think it's just part of the compass from the military, is a signal mirror. Because this right here can help you out a lot from being able to determine where you're at with your compass to being able to signal for help. So compass with a signal mirror is how I word that one. So I think that's number 7. And then we'll go back into all these a little bit more. Number 8, and you have 2 options for this, is a cotton bandana. So you want 100% cotton bandana. And the reason that you want 100% cotton bandana and you want 2 of them is because I can make what's called char cloth out of this for fire starting. Good night, Abby. I can use this for bandaging, for slings, for water purification, for hygiene, for sunblock to keep over my head. I can use it as part for shelter. You'd be surprised on how much, these bandanas are pretty gosh darn big when you get to seeing them. And you have 2 of them, you can cover quite a bit with them. The other option that you have, and the option that I like better, is actually having a complete shamag that's made of cotton. This is a shamag, which is what the Middle Easterners wear as their headdress that goes around and wraps their face. Same concept. I've got cotton I can do all the things with, except for this is like 74 by 74 versus 24 by 24. So cotton bandana, number 8, some type of a cotton bandana or shelter. Number 9, some type of cover. So this is a high-end Mylar space blanket, but this thing is not the little cheap little space blankets. They work great. Heavy duty 55-gallon trash bags, like construction grade trash bags. You can get them in orange, like the ones you see the prisoners and stuff picking up trash on the side of the roads, are awesome. This is awesome. I think this came from Survival Tech, but it is a very nice, sturdy. I think this is like 20 mil space blanket. I can make shelter. I can use this to wrap up and stay warm with. I can use it as a reflective device to get people to catch their attention for signaling. And number 10, last but not least, is candling. You can actually use a beeswax candle if you want, but then you have to carry matches or some way to light it. But these are 2 different little flashlights I carry. This one stays in my pocket, and I actually just realized that it turned on and the battery's dead. I like these little lights because they have a little hook, so I can hook it up as I'm going. I'm not going to turn it on directly at you, but it's got that setting, it's got a lower setting, and then it has a actual light at the top. It's flat, it packs away easy, and the batteries last forever. And it has a little magnet also, which I can use to magnetize a piece of metal to make a compass if my compass breaks. And those are advanced skills, but a nice little flashlight to go in there. Now, there is another option on where you're going with this stuff. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So the cover is your other one. 10 is not this. It is this little thing right here. And this is called a cell needle, and it actually isn't a C, but it's part of it. You have an option and a choice. You can carry a cell needle, which is a really heavy duty upholstery needle with a huge eye, or you can carry a Leatherman or a combination tool. And the reason you want this gives you a lot more options as well as a punch, but this allows you to do a lot more things up to and including sewing a wound if you had to. This will also allow you to sew and do nets because it's a big enough, heavy enough deal. You can use your 550 cord to weave nets. You can there's a million things you can do with this, including making a compass. So, and that's once again more advanced skills that require a lot of training that you should go out and play with. If you're going to have tools, you should know how to use them. So that's the 10 C's. Now, my hammer's out. Okay, Anna's done got a hold of somebody. I don't know what they did, but good to go. Thank you, Anna. So now let's ask some questions about the 10 C's that we just talked about. Anybody got a question? Number 11. Now, we're going to go into some other stuff here in a second. I just wanted to see if there was any questions about those 10. Bare Hands Homestead, you're not far off, and I'll tell you why here in a minute after we see if there's any questions about what's here. Remember to put your questions in all caps, guys. I don't even know what they were saying, Anna. Where's some of my North Star Prepstetter and my Mama Bear preparedness? Where'd you guys go there? Hey, we're at 60. We were at 65. Awesome. Yeah, I hope nobody was hurt by the tornadoes either. Just taking notes. You don't need any notes. What do you think about those 10 there, North Star Prepstetter? I know you're working on stuff for a client. I think there are good choices. Pizza Homestead, that they are. They're Canterbury Trails Farm. Thank you for joining us. They're from Northeast Texas, the other big T. The fire starters were, where do I get one? You can actually go online and find Kodiak fire starters. You usually won't find them anywhere but gun shows and stuff, but they do have a website. Kodiak, like the island, the bear, Kodiak fire starters. So what about like protein bars? I'm going to get into that here in a second, the busy little house. I have most of that in my car and truck. I also have a collapsible fishing pole. That's a good one too. I'm going to show you all my little extras. Those 10 items though will make sure you can do everything. If you have a good knife, you can make a frog gig. If you have a good knife and you have the string, you can make a nice fishing pole. You can make a toggle hook or a gill hook out of a flat piece of wood or bone to where you can fish with them. Peanut butter is another going. Biddy Boo, if you have the metal cup, I can purify water over a fire. These are your basic things that you need to carry. Everything else is good. You can actually take it down to 5 things that you need to carry: a container, a metal, a container as far as a bag, a metal container, a knife, cordage, and some type of cover. If you have those 5 things, you're good. But the other things allow you to be able to do a lot more. It's great for kids too. Everything in that bag except for the knife is great for the kids to be able to do and learn skills with. And if you teach a child a good knife skills, it's awesome. Find a nice carving club, a freehand carving club around your area, and take your kids to do that. It's really nice to have. Okay, so if I need to prepare for a family, would you have a bag each? The busy little house, I have one main bag that's going to help with all of them, and then I set up bags appropriate for the children. And in most cases, in that, I put dehydrated food. Titanium's great. It's just a lot more expensive. Bare Hand Homestead. So yeah, because dehydrated food, you'd be surprised. Even your youngest child could carry enough food to provide for himself, and probably a little bit more for the older ones in the family. So there you go. All right, now I'll go over a couple of things extra that I carry in my base bag right now. Okay, so first one, someone's already mentioned. This is a Sawyer water purification bag, straw, and pump. It can go straight in. Not yet, the Tinker's Wife. This was suggested. Most of this channel that I've got going on Single Dad Homesteading is on the homesteading stuff, but I'm gonna do some preparedness courses and stuff on here because everybody's asking because they know that's what they're gonna come. So this is the Sawyer system. The plunger to pull and flush your bag. It's got your big carbon filter, and then it's got a straw so you can drink straight out of the thing. And then it's got a 1 liter bag that you actually can pull your water into and carry your stored fresh clean water. So this is the Sawyer. This is the larger one. This one will do, I think it's 100. Let's see if it says on here. I think this one is 100,000. No, 200,000 gallons of water. So that right there, up there you go, Mama Bear. Thank you very much for getting that on there. That gentleman is an amazing guy too. Tell him that Chris Prevet sent you, and he'll probably take care of you. Tell him to come see Single Dad Homesteading too. I don't think he knows we have a channel right now. Yeah, they work great with smart water bottles. These will go on to your Camel Pack. The filter will go straight in your line, so you can fill your pack up and drink straight through the filter. So these are really good filter system. Now, someone said something about the collapse. Who was it that said they have a collapsible fishing pole? Because I'm going to show you another option. I carry a separate, hold on. I carry a separate little foraging slash scavenging bag. This opens up to quite a big bag to carry extra stuff that I find and could use. So, all right, Four Blessings Farm. Go check these out. These are called fishing yo-yos. If I can get it to come apart. These are fishing yo-yos. It's basically your fishing reel. It has high tensile trout line on it. It comes up and you have your swivel, but you actually take these and you can pin them to on a tree, or you can bank line them and put them out, and you actually let them fish for you. So I carry in that small bag with what I just showed you, I carry 3 of these. So now I don't have to waste any energy fishing. I find good pinch points. I find good stuff like that. I go through, I set the lines, I bait the lines, and then I go on foraging. I go on looking for other sources of food. I go on building shelter, getting fire started, while those fishing lines are automatically fishing for me in whatever way. Deborah Boyles has a collapsible pole. Look into those fishing yo-yos, Deborah. You'll like them. Like I said, like I just showed you, they're very, very small. Yeah, and they're like if you live anywhere near Northeast Tennessee, you can go to the Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and they actually have a stop to a lock that stops them and sets the hook and stuff. You can look them up. They're called the fishing yo-yo, but they're like, I'm really wanting to say they're less than $4 a piece. So for like the amount you pay for a decent collapsing fishing pole, you can buy 10 of these. So then just throw you a little fishing kit in there, a couple of hooks, whatever, bait or hook each one of them up, and you're good to go. Yeah, busy little house. It's a lot of fun for ice fishing too, because when you get up, I'm sure in the frigid north where you're at, you guys do some ice fishing, but you can actually go up and set them up. Deborah knows where Smoky Mountain Knife Works is. Biddy Boo says that Walmart sells them too. That's awesome. Yeah. Country Homestead Preacher, welcome, sir. I did not see you. I hope you enjoyed the scripture and approve. I know you're a good one. Yeah, any type of limb fishing, anything like that, bank lines, stuff like that. Remember this, guys, and I say this openly because I say this all the time. I've had a number of forestry and wildlife officers that have joined me in some of my classes that I've taught. And if you're in a survival situation, everything is a go. So that means if you're doing something, I'm not saying that's illegal, but if you're in a survival situation and you get arrested, you win because now you're in a warm place with 3 square meals. You're not out in a position where you're looking to survive. So one of the ways that you can gather food is if you have fishing gear, you can bait a hook and set it in an area where turkeys are or squirrels are, and a squirrel will eat a nut and get hooked just as fast as a fish will, or a turkey will get it and get it in the craw and get stuck. And that's multiple meals right there. So you 4 Blessings Farm said you can get them on Amazon. I'm sure you can. So you got many ways that you can do that. So uh, being legal in that position in a survival situation is survival, self-reliance. I hate using the word survival. Oh, nice. Tinker's wife says Walmart has 4-pack of them for $17.52. So that's cool. Yeah. Now, Windmill Farm, you're talking about a bigger bag, and that's me too. I carry 3 changes of underclothes. I carry a long sleeve shirt, a pair of pants, and a pair of shorts, and a short sleeve shirt for myself and for Elon. And usually, I already have I keep a blanket in the car even during the summer because I can make shelter or picnic or cover on the ground, whatever. And then I like in a grab and go type situation, a go bag, as you would say. I like the Mountain House food. Um, I'm a huge Thrive food person. If Two Family Homestead's on here, they are a rep. I am a rep, but I've been inactive for so long. I've got to go back through and get everything done. Thrive food is awesome because Thrive food is exactly what it says. If it says it's beef, it's beef. There's nothing else added to it. If it says it's sweet corn, nothing else added to it. If it's a potato soup, it's whatever's in potato soup, and that's it. Whereas when you start talking about Provident Pantry and Wise Food Company and like Mountain House, they're all great products, but the sodium level is so high that it is. Oh, North Star Prepstetter, he's a consultant too. So where are you at, North Star Prepstetter? If you're in his area, you can get with him. You do it like Tupperware for Thrive. You can order it, but but I like the Mountain House and stuff and Provident Pantry in my go bags because at that point I need that extra sodium and stuff because I'm probably hiking a lot. So that sodium comes in as beneficial to you. Yeah, Bitty Boo Brown. I keep those things in my car too. But grabbing your bag and going, if you start putting all that stuff in an actual bag you're going to carry, you're not going to go too far. Um, oh, she moved mountains. She's a consultant too. That's awesome. North Star Prep Setters in Minnesota. And Kathy. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep saying he. Um, so yeah, check Kathy out in Minnesota. Is that what North Star Prep Setter is? North Star Prep Setter or Kathy? Um, Go ahead and promote yourselves on there. You too, She Moves Mountains, with how they can get a hold of you in the area. If they go to Thrive, I think it's Thrive for Life website. They've changed up some stuff here recently. So you can go on there and check those out. Great ways. I think I bought a year's supply of food for me and Elon and spent less than which I handpicked what I wanted. I picked because you can get a little more stuff that you don't necessarily need to buy in number 10 cans rice and stuff. You can buy and prepare yourself beans. But I bought enough stuff for a year for under $550. So, but yeah, stick it out there. Gibby from iClary. Oh, the hammer got him. I missed that one. Sabrina Simpson. So, yeah, the Busy Little House is on it. Yeah, and that's the thing about preparedness. I tell people here in the Appalachians, you make a lot of people mad when you start talking about prepping because they're like, ah, those are just crazy people thinking the end of the world. Every Appalachian person is a prepper. We garden and can for the winter because we know that most of our work doesn't carry us through the winter. We hunt and fish during the winter to provide food. So that's where it is. There's She Moves Mountains. If you need to get a hold of her, there's her stuff. So yeah, you never know what's going on. There's you another one. So anyway, uh, yeah, you never know when anything's going to happen. Hey, there's Two Family Homestead. Two Family Homestead. Set up your area and your Thrive site. We've got some people asking about that for different consultants in the areas. So North Star Prep Center Kathy is a consultant, and so is She Moves Mountains. So throw yours up there for us too for that of you. You know you're doing it right, Tinker's wife, when you got trolls. I wish they were just here to hear the good word. Maybe we could have stopped them from being trolls. Maybe not, but maybe we could have. I grew up in Appalachian, Tennessee, a way of life. It is a way of life, Sugar Creek Homestead, Tennessee. Yeah, and it's just different places, Canterbury Trail Farms. You never know exactly where you're at, what you're going to do. Louisiana, you need to be preparing for floods. You might want to have a raft someplace close or a flat bottom boat that you can get around in. Whereas up north, you might want to have a sled or something you can pull yourself through there with some snowshoes. Um, you're going to visit the Appalachians, Amber. You and them kids are going to come up. You need to bring the kids up, go to Gatlinburg, take them to the water park. You can rent a 3-bedroom condo for $700 for a week and have access for 13 people the whole time. Thank you to Family Homestead for posting your information. So, is this Daryl tonight or Sherry? Yeah, you can say I carry some snare traps too, and things of that nature in my thing. Piney Haven Homestead. Hey, how are you tonight? Oh, you getting off? Okay. Somebody asked me some more questions. That's kind of where I would go with the bag for right now. We could go for literally. Um, Somebody hit show for North Star Prep Center. I guess I can. There you go. Okay. You guys are beating me. Good night, Duncan. Yes, I want you to post your link there. She Moved Mountains. So, what do we want to talk about? Hey, Pete's Little Homestead. Why don't you pick our topic for next week? You can pick out what we're going to talk about next week. You'll be our person. We've already talked about basic gun safety. We did the basic prep bag tonight. Last week we did personal defense basics. Um, Windmill Farm. I carry a knife, Leatherman, and gun, 2 magazines, first aid supplies on me at all times. Most times I have a 16-ounce monkey ball on my side as well. Yeah, I mean, I carry my firearm in my pocket. The gun that I carry is actually a pocket gun. I carry my knife on my side and another knife in my pocket. I also carry 2 ounces of silver. That's something else I have in my go bags. I keep 2 or 3 ounces of silver because even right now, with it being really low at like $13 an ounce, that's gas. That's a tire if I have a tire go out. And I've actually had to use my silver to buy a tire. Compression bandages, Mama Bear, you can use those with any type of cloth, clean cloth, and those bandanas. You can make compression. Um, you can make compression bandages. So that's what you're using those cotton bandages for. but you can get the trauma bags, the IFAKs, things of that nature, and get up higher. So, Piney Haven, good night. All right, I might be missing something in the busy little house. If you're in another conversation, just say, yeah, get out of it. You said crazy story. Yeah, and here's the other thing. You can actually use silver if you have a larger, like if you find yourself in a position where you're stuck down, super glue is another great one. You can actually buy medical grade, which is called Durabond. It's really expensive, but Durabond won't sting as much. Um, that you need to use it. I got it. So silver, you can actually do like they did in the old days. When they talk about you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, it's because you weren't using lead or pewter. The silver actually helped purify the water, and you didn't get that hard metals or heavy metals from the lead and pewter, which caused lots of issues. Um, so you could drop some silver coins into a larger container of water, and after multiple days, that silver colloidal silver, um, it's colloidal silver, but it does kind of the same things, and it does well. I missed that one; it went by. Yeah, silver and gold. I like silver a lot better than I do gold. Small fractional gold. We could do that one. Did Pete ever say what he wanted to do next week? Pete's little homestead. Don't know if he ever said what he would like to go over next week. Yeah, I do. I mean, subject to talk about. You choose it. Whatever you want to do, Pete's little homestead. You choose the ammo's always good to have. Uh-oh. It's saying my connection is unstable. Wait while we try reconnecting. Can you guys see me? If yes, yes. Mine's saying that. Can you hear me and everything? All right, Pete's saying he wants to talk about gardens next week. Sorry, guys. This kind of went a little crazy. All right, good to go. Thanks, guys, for letting me know. Mine still says at the top, your connection is unstable. Please wait while we reconnect. So I'm glad we're good. I'll just stay really still because my bars have not went down any. All right, good to go. So Pete says we're going to talk about some gardening next week. So we'll do that. Everybody have your favorite plant on your mind for next week. And we're going to talk about some of that stuff in the different areas and zones. So get to some homesteading stuff. Haskins Family Vlog. I carry my favorite concealed weapon, and this is, I've showed it before. This is a North American Arms. It's called the Wasp, and it is a 22 Magnum. And 22 Magnum is a deadly little round. It's small. There's no kick. It conceals in my pocket. You don't know that I have it. Uh, but that's what I do. Hardneck Farms, you're welcome. It's my honor and privilege to serve everybody that lives here in the United States of America. That's why I did it. Good to go. Yeah, is this Amber from Haskins Family Vlog? I keep saying Amber, but it may be. So, live stream starts on Wednesday at 10 o'clock Eastern Time and 9 o'clock Central. Hey, for Blessing Farms, 45 ACP is a wonderful round. She was asking about concealed. So for me, concealed is not knowing that I have it on me at all. I carry a 357 SIG and 226. So that one's the one everybody gets to see. The one I conceal is the 22 Magnum. Well, thank you for all their services, Hardneck Farms. Thank you, Rainbow 505. I hope that was for me. That's what you conceal. That's awesome. No round has but more food on the plate. Three Baskets Living 22 caliber is absolutely great for putting game on the table. I am a 22 freak. If you watch any of my gun videos, I talk about it a lot. I am a 22 caliber guy. My favorite hunting rifle, um, personally, is a 22 Hornet, and I actually even will hunt deer with that weapon. For the homestead, I think the 22 Magnum is the best homestead firearm that you can have on the homestead. That or a 410 shotgun for the homestead purpose of everything from providing meat from the woods to providing meat from off your farm. Did I miss something there? Yep, I keep at least 40 rounds. 5,000. Yeah, I have a ton 22. I first learned on my 22 Army Rifle ROTC class. Yep, my dad bought me a BCC, which is like the Remington Diamond 22. It loads from a little tube fed in the back. And I actually just gifted that 22 to Elin. It needs a new extractor on it, but she saw it in the gun safe the other day and threw a fit. So we did just buy her a new rifle. Let's see if I can pull up a Tinker's wife. Your dad was a World War II Marine. Semper Fi. Hoorah. Those were some hardcore fellas. Where did he serve? Do you know Tinker's wife? So I don't know if you guys have seen this picture or if it'll even come through for you guys. Let's see. Uh, Maybe at an angle. Let's see. Maybe I turn the brightness down some. Can you guys see that? That's Elin and her little blue Muddy Girl 22 single shot rifle. Life with Linda. A gun for the first time girl in the country to live. Yep. She was so excited. She has a blue Muddy Girl baseball cap. So her gun had to be blue Muddy Girl. She did not want a pink one. No pink gun, even though she has a pink AR 15. 5-year-old with the AR. So you got to love it. She's getting there, Rainbow 505. It's a long story. That background there you saw is a good buddy of mine, JC Harrison, owns Cover Your Six Firearms and located in Johnson City, Tennessee. And he called me when he first opened up and he said, "Get over here and bring $10." I said, "I don't have $10 right now, JC." He said, "You got $10. You always got $10. Get over here." And when I got there, he had even a pink lower um, that he got on his for his promotional stuff when he was opening the store and stuff. And he wanted JC's the one that helped us get on our um, intermediate homestead from selling the big house to get into this homestead. And I think he's got all boys. So Elin was kind of like his little surrogate daughter there for a long time. So he loves her to death. She gets away with just about anything at his shop. So music, well, good night. Go get some sleep, buddy. You went to a shooting competition while in Army Cadets First Rifle. I shot at the competition was a 303. Hey, 303 British are awesome. Crawling back up the hill, haha. Outshot every guy there. Hey, I'm going to tell you what, I would rather teach ladies how to shoot than I will men. Men have a lot of bad problems and bad issues usually that and things, and most women don't have those bad tendencies. So you can teach and a lot better. And I'll tell you another thing in a minute, but I saw a question. I think Linda was asking what gun you would suggest for a first gun for living in the country. Oh, absolutely. 22 long rifle. Living in the 22 long rifle, 22 Magnum. Hands down. 22 Magnum is probably how I would go. Spend your money wisely. That gun will do anything for you. So thanks, Three Basket Living. So the reason women are better to are easier to teach, and men that are broad shouldered are easier to teach, is because we have breast, we have meat. When we come out here, you have a natural balancing area to hold yourself into position to shoot. So most women's point of aim, point of impact is a lot better than most men's. Yeah, women are more receptive when you're teaching because I think they take it serious. They take it a lot more serious than most men do. Most men think, and I'll say it as a man, we think we already know everything. So, and when it comes to firearms, a lot of ladies don't. They respect and want to know and want you to teach. That's why I tell a lot of husbands, don't try to teach your wife to shoot. Let someone else teach them, and then enjoy shooting together. They do, North Star Prepstetter. Most of you ladies do have a better aim, and it comes from this area of the body, the breast and the way that it works and presenting and stability. And I have the same advantage. That's why I shoot so well. Is because I'm so broad chested and barrel chested. When I present, I have a natural stability and base to work on. Yeah, you have to be safe. You got to have a good instructor around and somebody that knows what they're doing. So that was pretty good. All right. So I want to talk about something. There's still 50 people on here. I want to do this before everybody gets out. I actually talked with Mims's Garden, Miss Anna there, about this a little bit earlier today. But I need some help. And I'm not a person that asks for help lightly. So when I do this, I don't want anybody to feel obligated for anything. Um, or anything like that. But I'm going to be pre-selling the T-shirts that we had made with the Single Dad Homesteading logo, the original logo with the triangle, with the crucifix in the middle, chicken gardening can, and the goats at the end of it that says at YouTube. I'm going to be selling those in a light blue, a gray, and a pink. I'm going to be pre-selling those, and the reason for me pre-selling those, and I don't want to go into too much detail, so don't ask too many detailed questions. If you don't mind, you can ask questions, but I may not answer them all. But I have everything that I need to cover my legal fees for this HOA situation, but it's literally going to wipe me out, savings and everything else. So I'm going to try to sell some shirts. I don't like asking for help, so I'd rather do it through where you get something and stuff like that. Um, I I felt bad. That's why I talked to Anna. I was like, "How do you think people will accept this?" But you know, I'm not a ask for help type person, but this is a time in my life where I'm going to need to, um, I need some help. So, basic lawyer fees are going to cost me about $4,000 just to get started, and I'm thinking just going off of the child custody and everything, it'll be double that, if not triple that. So, it won't cover everything selling these T-shirts, but it definitely will help. So, what I'll do in the next few days by the next live is I'll have everything set up, and what I'm going to do is I've made a deal with. So, so I'll go grab a shirt real quick because I do have one. But we'll go. I'm all choked up now. Anyway, it'll go. Everything that's made from it is gonna go toward helping with that, even if it's just enough to not necessarily put toward that, because like I said, I have it covered, but literally, it's going to be gone after that. So, but I've got to do it. I've decided that I am staying here on the homestead. I'm not going to be ran off from my home. I've talked to two different. Hey, Roots and Refuge, how are you guys? Glad you made it in. Um, I'm not going to be ran off my homestead. I've talked to two different lawyers, and they seem to think that it's kind of a shut and closed kind of situation after 31 months of being here and nothing being said. Vlogging, journaling it, and keeping record from January until now on what's being done, nothing being said, and then all of a sudden having a retroactive HOA that's from '96 when the other people are doing somewhat of the same things that are the ones the people that own the rest of the property. So there were some crazy things. Give me 2 seconds and I'm gonna run grab one of the shirts so you guys can see it. We just did laundry today, so I had to go through the laundry pile to find one. And then I found Elon's, but it's exactly the same shirt. That's what the shirt looks like. So, whew, that's hard for me to do, guys, is to ask for help. But they're going to be $27, but that includes shipping in the U.S. I know like Busy Little House and stuff's in Canada. So what I would ask on that, it'll be 25, and then we'll figure out what the shipping is, and you just cover the shipping. Uh, I have PayPal. It's set up. I've got to wait for a deposit to go in tomorrow, and then I'll be able to confirm that. But it will be underneath. Let me see. It actually, my phone beeped just a second ago, but that's not what it was. So I'll have that. I'll have that up and everything ready to go. Anything over 2x, it's a $3 upcharge that they're going to charge me. But I'm actually made some pretty good friends at the. It's called Little Chicago. Is the place that I'm going to be. That I'm actually going to be getting the shirts through. I know there's Teesprings and stuff that's on here, but their prices couldn't even match what they did. They know what's going on some way somehow. So your PayPal account got hacked. That's always fun. Um, what we're going to do, Tinker's wife, is that you could send a check to the PO box, which is PO Box 13, Unicoi, Tennessee. You can do that with your sizes and colors. Like I said, I'm going to do a gray, kind of like it's almost like a robin egg blue color, and then the pink that I just showed you. And if that's just a unisex cut, if you ladies want a ladies cut shirt, it's actually $2 more. Why? I don't know, but that's what they're telling me. So we'll just make it $27. It doesn't matter, and I'll eat that on my side. Um, so consider it Joy Homestead. That's what it is going to be on. But like I said, uh, it's 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 in the process of being set up. So I'm waiting for that to go. So don't send anything there. Don't make any pre-orders on PayPal. Um, and we'll get there. We'll start taking them next Wednesday. So kind of just think of what you want, and we'll go from that. That is going to be where, yeah. There you go, Mims's Garden. Thank you. And the reason I'm just saying the PayPal thing is just for the simple fact of um, I want to make sure everything's set up, and I have to have those two. And I'm waiting on a confirmation code to uh, sync my phone with everything. So I missed it. Hey, Chris, it sounds like you have a lot going on, but if you guys have time, this summer. Me and Jessica would like to have you out. Hey, we'll try. We'll try real hard, Maya. That would be awesome. I would. I'd love to come back down and see everybody again. I want to get over and see Ben's hydroponics deal too. But you guys jumped on right when I'm begging, and I don't like to beg. So Tinker's wife, what are the sizes cuts like generous or slim? And okay, the shirts that are basic shirts are going to be just a unisex cut, just like a regular t-shirt cut. If the ladies want a ladies cut, specify that. It's supposed to be a $2 upcharge is what they're saying. Because I guess the way that they're tapered and there's more sewing and stuff involved with that. They're a nice quality shirt. We had them on at the I can't remember Elon's, I think, and it's and for kids, it's 2T up is the size, and I can get onesies. The onesies are going to run the same price as well. So if you've got a baby that you want to stick a single dad homesteading shirt on, I would love that. So, um, so that's the sizes. The sizes I can go up to a 4X, but after 2X, it's a $3 up on the size. So. Thank you, Carol. I'm trying to keep up with everybody. We'll put you up, feed you. Well, Maya, I appreciate that, brother. You guys are this is a family. Thank you. We appreciate that. Like I said, if I can end up selling some shirts and cover up and get back and stuff, the big thing is I'm still building the house, guys. Everything on this house, which I'm hoping to do a home tour next week. I'm going to take everybody around, so that video will be coming out. But I'm still working on the house, the trim work. The big room that we just bit on the back is being put on a hold right now. I can finish this whole house for, if I had it at one time, probably 10 grand and have everything done, which is what I was saving to do, is just to get the solar system and everything into the house. But it's not going to happen. I was hoping to be done with the house this summer, but it looks like I've got to fight for the land right now. So, and that's fine. God does not put anything on our shoulders that we cannot handle. So I'm ready. I'm ready to do what I need to do on that size. I was really back and forth there, guys, for a couple of weeks on selling the property, and I mean it was really there. And I'm going to tell you a story and why I've decided that we're staying and I'm not going to be ran off. We were riding up the mountain yesterday, literally, and I was thinking to myself, "Yeah, locks of love beard. That might be a little coarse, maybe for a donkey or something, Maya." But we were riding up the mountain, and Elin reaches over and grabs my hand. I'm gonna get teared up. And she says, "Daddy, I never want to leave this mountain." Sorry. It's not soda. It's a plastic cup I got for my mom's. It's full of water. Oh. So anyway, these are coming back out. I retired them. The only fighting these do are for the Lord now. But he's telling me I got to fight for us. So, but I think she listens. I try not to talk about it a lot. Hey, David Northwater, how are you doing? So, but yeah, so she knows. She's a smart young lady. She's very in tune with her daddy, and like I said, I've not spoken a whole bunch about it. So, um, and for as far as I know, he could be on here watching right now, and he can watch later, and that's fine. They need to know what's coming because it's coming with a fury. It's coming with the light of the Lord, and I'm in the right. So everything we had, and that's one of the things that you guys don't know, and I'll talk about a little bit right now because I'm at that point where legally it doesn't matter as much. I knew there was an HOA. There were provisions made for me when I bought this property because the HOA was set up back in '96. There was agreements with the lawyer that the size requirement on my home, that the animals were going to be allowed, that side by side four wheelers were going to be allowed, and that there was going to be water provided from the natural spring in the cistern that we have in, and we were adding another 1,000-gallon cistern. That water would be provided for these two lots as well as a lot beside me, and so all of this was being put into the HOA to make those revisions because the original HOA said that the homes had to be a minimum of, I think it was 1,100 square feet or 1,000 square feet. It was something weird, and I wanted to build small. Our home's only 16 by 26, 2 stories, so we didn't even make 800 square feet at the time. Now with the big room, intentionally built the big room. Now we're at about 1,100 square feet, so we would have made it any way that it goes. But 31 months later, after that was supposed to be done, discussed with the lawyer told the individual that I bought the property from that he had to get everything written up and that they would put it through and then he would give it back to the individual I bought the property from. And then he would take and actually uh, have the other two individuals that had property purchased here before I did sign off on them because both of them wanted to do the same thing. And 31 months later, it still hadn't happened. And me and my father are working on the room in the back. And the individual, so the property walks up and gives me an HOA with a certification that I'm on the HOA board because I'm the only one that's actually built here. And um, good night, Maya. Appreciate you. We'll talk to you tomorrow, buddy. But so everything's there. And it was discussed. The lawyer represented both of us. I have receipts from where I paid the lawyer. So there's no lawyer private confidentiality or anything with the other side. So I think we're very good. The two lawyers that I've spoken with have both been very favorable in their comments back to me. So we'll see what happens. Well, Grandma's so happy. Someone told me the other day not to tell Lord about the mountain, but tell the mountain about the Lord. And I've been doing that. I've been doing that through here. I've been doing that bent knees in the greenhouse. You know, so it's where we're at. I'm not a crier either. Too bad, guys. I know he'll move mountains. He moved that she moves mountains, so he can move mountains too. So we're gonna make sure we're good to go. But I want everything. It's not gonna be a situation now. Uh, Good night, Joy McIntosh. Thanks for coming. Um, it's gonna be done. It's gonna be done legally in writing, and be done. So that's what we're going for. If you guys need to get off here, get off here. I'm kind of in my little chit-chatting, venting thing right now. So I've got to run, still have work to do. Go get your clients taken care of, North Star Prep Stetter, Kathy. We appreciate you, young lady. Don't mean to dump on everybody. Thank you, Considerate Joy Homestead. I'm really glad that you guys are vlogging. I think you guys are gonna find out that it's a lot easier as you go, and that you're going to be very good at it as you go along. Well, I think it will, Living Miracle Homestead. The thing is I'm not worried about dissolving this. It's just honor what you told me legally in a contract, um, and we'll be good. Yeah, I wish I had the money just to pay it off. If I could just pay it off, I think he would. I think if I had the money to offer, because he actually is carrying the loan, but I did not want to make it on a handshake deal. We went through the lawyer, we had the title search done, we did the whole 9 yards, and is actually set up through a bank through him, and he carried the loan. So you have an entire community supporting you here in spirit and in prayer. I appreciate it, the Tinker's wife. Then all you need, and you got my number if you need to really unload. I've unloaded about as much as I can unload right now. Mama Bear, it is not, but in the state of Tennessee, a verbal contract is binding, as well as this was all done, said, and had a conversation in front of a lawyer. Cos Lesdale, thank you. I appreciate it. I try to be strong. I don't feel too strong right now. So I'm very fortunate. I have family that are very, very good lawyers. Not in this area, but I think we're okay. It's just going to cost a lot of money, um, you know. And that's the thing, guys. Uh, and going into more detail than need to, but I've always been financially pretty well stable. Uh, I've got a good retirement, and things of that nature. But after the divorce and having to fight for custody and do all of that good stuff, uh, Four Blessings Farm, single at home, donate profits of my shirts that sell. I will have the logos proofed this week, and for any sales through the end of May, I will donate 100% of profit to you. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Um, I want to say I'll go I'll go buy one. I may have to get one anyway. Uh, I appreciate that. That's a blessing. Um, I agree with that. Consider it Joy Homestead. It does take more strength to ask for help, but that's the Marine in me. I'm used to having brothers that you don't have to ask, that are right there and know and can see and can feel and know what you're doing. Um, and that's that. But uh, to get up on a public platform and ask people to help you is just it's against my nature and my upbringing, which I'm swallowing pride like the Lord tells us to do, and I'm not being prideful, and I'm asking uh, people, and I'm trying to do it in a way where I'm not asking for something for nothing. I want to offer something back. I've looked through all the shirts and stuff that are for sale, and I think that most of the shirts are anywhere from $20 to $30, depending on what they are. With ship when you put the shipping in them, they're always $27 to $30. So that's what uh, that's what I'm trying to do. It makes me feel a little better about it. Somebody told me that I needed to start a GoFundMe and stuff, and I don't know about all that kind of stuff. So You are a dad. It is not just for you. It is for absolutely white picket fence. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. They don't ask us help. You ask us. Who nanny? You don't understand. That's absolutely. Uh, so the, when she said that to me coming up here, man, it took everything I had not to let it rip right then. So I just told her we weren't going anywhere, no matter what. And the other good part is too, guys. I've got a good neighbor that you guys have heard me talk about before. Uh, Told me if I have to, worst case scenario, he's got two large German shepherds that are very protective, but is actually closer um, to this individual than I am that owns the property because they live up here too. Told me to bring all my animals up and we would make a paddock right up on the fence line. So, guys, anybody that you don't know love for a man or woman, love for a mother or a father, the only love that compares to the love for your child is the love for the Lord. It and I never understood that until I have one. So, hey, Pete's little homestead. What are you having surgery on, brother? Our prayers for you, man. I might have missed that one. I'm sorry. Hope it's nothing major. Sorry, busy little house. Didn't mean to get you in a mess, but I'm in a mess. Yeah, let's all say a prayer for Pete. Make sure he's good to go. Better not get up there on that. That's what made it go bad last time. Don't do a GoFundMe. It takes a huge percentage. Worth either way. Yeah, hey guy, that's one of the things, and this has nothing to do with this stuff. And I need to talk to Two Family about this probably more than I do anybody else. They probably help me out more. But I just found out the other day talking to the Stivers and stuff. If you guys don't know this, um, when you do once you hit your monetization for YouTube, they take a big percentage out of that. But for the super chats, they take 30%, 30% of the super chat. And I was like, holy crap, I knew there was a fee, but I'm talking bad now. Sorry about the verses that we were in today. I got to really practice that. Okay, good. I'm glad it's minor. Um, Thank you, Mama Bear. But anyway, so when you monetize and you go there, super chats take 30%. So I don't know why any contributor, not being mean, but anybody like us that were here, I can see doing a $1, $2 to $5 super chat. If you have a question that you really want to do, like for instance, you're on Roots and Refuge and there's harvesting the bounty. Hey, um, if you're on there and you have a question that you really want to go and you want to support that channel, anything up to $5, I think would be, that's cool. That's awesome. But I see some people doing 20 and 30 and $100 super chats on these channels. And I'm like, man, just send it through PayPal or send it through, one of the other services or just send the check. You know, that's that's insane. You think $10, they're taking three, I mean, that was just crazy. I was talking about it with the Stivers actually, and I was like, that is that is pretty crazy. So it's yeah, I was like, man, we're right on there. So I'm starting to look in. Um, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I need to talk to Daryl and find out exactly. I know it's 30%. That's 100% knowledge in my head that it's 30, but I don't think that Two Family really likes people to do super chats for them either. Yeah, I mean, I've seen several $100 super chats when you get into doing stuff and you're trying to help people out, and that's $30. That's $30 that you are personally trying to help somebody else out with. I've done super chats, never done anything more than $5, and I'm good with that. But you know, that's $30 loss. I mean, heck, that puts out 2 rows of beans with all the soil and the beans. The other part is YouTube is doing all the work. So am I wrong on that too, family? At 30% on the super chats? They jump back in here. I'm glad they always watching. Two family is like an angel. They sit out here and watch everything that's going on. Thank you, Amber. Appreciate you joining us. Two family, do you guys like people to do, and this has nothing to do with me asking for help or anything tonight. Do you guys like people to do super chats for you? I know it's always nice, but would you prefer if someone's going to send you 10, 15, $20 super chat, would you rather them do through PayPal or through the super chat part of it? Yeah, I know it's 45% of the ad fees. And I can understand that. They're doing the work, they're putting they're editing them into your video, they're getting all that. I can understand the 45% of the fees on that. That's not it. But for me as an individual to send you a super chat and then get hit for it for 30% of what I'm trying to help someone out with, that doesn't, you know, that one's a little exuberant to me, I think. But that's just a question. I may be pissing off YouTube right now. They're spying on me. Excuse my language. Understood. I guess it does. Hello, Blair Adams. So I guess it's like a double-edged sword on that one too, family, on how that one works. I don't know. If I personally was going to donate, a larger sum, I would I would prefer to send it to that channel in a different manner. Um, you know, especially when you're going over the say $20 mark. Just personal on that one, I guess, to myself. We still got 46 people on. That's awesome. We ended up with 84 thumbs up, so we at least had 84. We didn't quite hit 100 tonight, but that's cool. Yeah, it does show that. But the good thing they aren't changing. Yeah, they're not. Well, they're not charging us to put out content here, but they're making money on the backside. That's why I don't have the issue with the 45% when you monetize and they're putting money on there. Like I said, we're not doing this for money. We're doing this for the community and to journal stuff for Elon's homeschool. Um, so it's just when you get ready to go into that point, we were talking about this on Two Family Homesteads live the other night. You get to that point and everybody starts talking about monetization. Well, I'm talking about monetization and things of that nature and what goes with it, because that's a step I'm getting ready to take into a milestone that I'm getting ready to go to, and I want to know um, where, what, when, how, the whole 9 yards. So, um, Blair Adams, sorry, my name is Sheila. Hi, Sheila. Um, so you know that's why I'm asking the questions that I'm asking about it, and it just looking at what's going on. Tinker's wife says it's early still there. Well, it's not even 12 o'clock here, so it's early for a single dad homesteading live. It's really early. Usually these go to like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So for Blessings Farm, go to bed. Get off here. Go to sleep. Thank you for joining us. Richard Homestead, 9 minutes. Bare Hand Homestead. Are you getting off here in 9 minutes when it's 12 o'clock? Gotcha. Nanny, I feel you. I'm retired too, but I got animals, so I can't sleep in. We gotta get that dog of yours broke into being able to have firearms around it. I will, and thank you for your offer to do that on the shirts for Blessing Farm. Appreciate you. Have to hit the sack. Thank you for great video stream again. Prayers for you. Thank you, Canterbury Trail Farms. Praying back for everybody too. So I really, really do appreciate it. Life with Linda. It's still early for you, 11 o'clock. Yep. The super chat monies are added to the advertising monies. Most of the time, it did not have a few super chats. We would not meet the $100 required for the payment. Okay, that's a good way to look at it, too, family. That's, I guess when you look at that way to get it there, it's cool. When I heard that 30% on the super chats, like I said, I didn't budge when they said 45% on the other stuff. I was just thinking to myself, super chats, 30% of a actual donation in from an individual was just a little harsh. But good night, country homestead preacher. Appreciate you coming on. Thank you very much for Blessing Farm. We got trolls out again, guys. You guys whacking them. Give some love to all these moderators too, guys. Hi from Brazil. Harvest the bounty. Yep. I actually got a letter in the mail the other day, guys, from somebody doing some type of and it was on my PO box in a handwritten letter with a flyer in it about somebody doing a giveaway. Uh, I don't know if it's somebody that we know, but it was kind of odd. It is harsh, no doubt, but it is their game, and we choose to play. Absolutely, too, family. I agree with that. I just didn't know if there was an easier way to go about that. So right now, just to give you guys an update, we're at 16:20 or probably 16:30 because I've had quite a few notifications coming in, people subscribing, and I'll be right with you, busy little house. And I think we're at 2,700 hours of viewing right now. And after this tonight, we should be right at 3,000, I would think, pretty close. Quick homesteading question. Any tricks on unblocking a drain pipe? Bathtub sink, where's the drain pipe at? There's a couple of different things. You've had me playing for the entire day. Thank you. Oh, a drain pipe under your road. Man, the busy little house, unless you have somebody that's got a big snake, a big um, plumbing snake that can go out that, so like 30 feet long. All right, Julie Wright. Good night. We don't see you. If you have somebody that's got a long snake, like a 50-foot snake, that might work. Is it the main sewer line going out of your house? Because if you're that far away, you're not going to really do anything with like Drainos or anything really. But you can use a power washer pressure, but it might be beneficial. I mean, especially with your weather and as cold as it is, if it's frozen up in it, you might want to have somebody come out, a rotor rooter or somebody like that. Small creek is flooded and sump pump is strained to choke, starting to choke. Yeah, you could try to rent along one of the longer professional snakes and run it through and hope that that could get it cleared out. We always appreciate any help at all. Amazon links, PayPal, Patreon names. Truth be told, we have never come close to paying for absolutely two family. I'm already there right now, and I mean, I've not got a thousandth of the equipment that you guys have, but I enjoy it. I'm getting paid back in friendship and love and all that good stuff. Um, so yeah, you know, I agree with you 100%. You're never going to return on value unless you get big, like a Justin Rhodes or even where I guess Roots and Refuge are starting to get to that point. 100,000 plus, and the followers. I think that's where you said, like you said just now, the PayPal patrons, having the sponsors and stuff like that. I think is where you pick up the money at more until you get that large number of subscribers that are coming in, and your view times are just killing it. So I just hope that I can keep, like we were talking about on your durations and your retention. I hope I can keep my retentions where they're at, because they seem to be pretty good. My viewing process of how many, um, everybody seems to be viewing, everybody that's on that's there. I seem to have a good following where most everybody's watching the videos. For most of my videos are 15 to 20 minutes. I'm like at an 8 minute 11 second view time. So yeah, I agree. Those are the other benefits. Yeah, I don't understand Mim's Garden. I don't understand how they've not blown up already either. I don't understand why two family doesn't have literally 200,000 subscribers right now. Um, it totally blows my mind as the number of people that Daryl and Sherry help are crazy, and I don't understand how it hasn't. And I mean that truthfully to family. I don't understand. I just can't fathom when you see how much work you guys do and all the big channels and little channels that you guys help out. I don't understand it being at all these events and pushing and throwing the lives and doing the things that you're doing. Um, I just don't understand it. Okay, I'll take that one up. We'll do that at the life conference while we're eating cheesecake. Do you like blueberries too, family? Sherry, do you and Daryl like blueberries? Like, not link. I understand. I'm a tiny apple too, Mims. I mean, literally, if it wasn't for, I mean, I hit 1,000 with two families, so they're always going to have a special place in my heart just for that. I mean, we were close, but I mean, I mean, grabbing 40 people in 5.5 minutes was crazy. So if I can grab 40 people in 5.5 minutes in one live with them, uh, you know, how can they not be grabbing 20,000 that quick? As many as they get out there and see. My belt's biting my belly. I gotta loosen my belt. Um, you have a few bushes. I'm asking if you like them because I've got some homemade blueberry jam that I made last year. I'll bring to you at the Life Conference, and some apple butter too. Mama Bear, I agree. Bare Hands Homestead, thank you for joining us. God bless you, and thanks. Hardneck Farms, yep, thank you. It's crazy because we're gaining. I think right now, on average, we're gaining 10 to 15 a day. Um, I'll bring them to you then, Sherry, Daryl. I don't know which one I'm talking to. Is this Sherry or Daryl? But yeah, I like that one. Um, but I forgot my brain fart. Um, but we're rolling. I think right now my average is about around 10 to 15 a day. When we did the live, when we did the shindig, and we got, I mean, I think out of the shindig, we're actually, I counted like 50 videos that I think we were actually in and like featured. Our names came up and everything. So I know that's helped a lot because all the channels, hey, it's a good life, Roots and Refuge, Bobblehead, all of them, you know. All right, Daryl. Now I know who I'm talking to. So, um, yes, yeah, it's Carol because I can't. I always get tongue tied halfway through her title of her channel. You need to invite Ivan to come up and help you, Daryl. Um, he was on here earlier. That guy seems to be like some weird tech, like mega or something. I don't know. So, still 42 people on. Good to go. I wonder if everybody just went to bed and left me running. We might have to sell some of these Queen Heifer shirts when they come in. There's a lot of people here. Does anybody got any more questions? Ask me some questions, and we'll keep going. If not, we're gonna shut this thing off in about 10 minutes. We'll go 10 more minutes and jump off unless there's some good conversation going on. I done cried for you and everything else tonight. Consider it Joy Homestead. Thank you guys. Go to bed, get some sleep. Oh yeah, the lives are great. The Tinker's wife. They're um, they're always great. Oh, I want to ask you. You went to the Oak Festival. I'm not sure of the name. Did Eling get one of the? She did not get one of the animal puzzles, but they gave her like 4 or 5 like little dinosaurs and sharks and stuff like that. Um, the animal puzzles were out of the budget for that day. They were a little more expensive, but they were giving her stuff and Eli as well. They gave them both four pieces, and then I'll show you what they gave me. Let me grab it. It's in the window. It's back behind me. Sorry. But we got to talking, and then when I brought up the Lord Jesus Christ, they're a very uh, Christian-based organization. That their company whole thing is. So they put these fish on their table, but they set them up. And when you're at these events, you really can't talk religion as a vendor. They don't really allow you to have those conversations. They give you some issues. Shemu Mountain. If I missed that question, send it back to me in a second. But they put these on the tables, but they don't put prices on them. So that when someone comes up and says, "Oh, how much is this?" and they would say, "The name of God or name of Jesus is not for sale. There's no price on his name," and then they would give it to you. They gave it away. They weren't for sale. These were gifts, and she was out of them. And she made her husband dig through every box they had and found this, and ended up bringing it over and giving it to me. So I thought it was awesome that they brought that over and gave it to me. Beautiful, beautiful piece of craftsmanship with an even more beautiful name on it. All right, She Moves Mountains. Repost that question for me. She Moves Mountains. Hardneck Farms, on a lot of these festivals and stuff, it's like with everything else. They don't want to hear it. It's all about that money. Chris, what changes am I going to make to the farm? Well, there's a pond that's going to go in where the pigs were, where we planted all the sunflowers and all the seeds. There will be a pond goes in there. That's a big change. There will be a deck that goes all the way. There's a deck that runs all the way around the house to the large room that we just built. Which when we do the tour, I'll show the outside as well. It'll be a covered deck, a covered porch that goes all the way around. And they're already cut. I got to go get them from the woods. There's 40 cedar logs that are anywhere from 18 inches to 20 inches. That'll be the columns every 8 feet that run the porch. So that'll go on and be done. And then it's just the more infrastructure on the gardens and things of that nature. She Moves Mountains. That's the big stuff. Getting that room done and getting the house done. My father and my uncle are actually coming next week to help me finish the siding on the house, minus the new room that we just did. I've got to, even with this legal stuff going on, I've got to get that room in the dry, or it's just going to be wasting money. It's just a couple $1,000s to get windows, siding, roofing, everything on it. The inside won't be done, but the outside would be. That is so cool. Hey, I'm fading here. Good night, Tinker's wife. Go to sleep. Thank you for joining us. Oops, in a dotted pattern. And ideas were to look to figure out what it is. No clue. Okay, so yeah, She Moves Mountains. This is a small. My mouth is all of a sudden real dry. This is not a huge piece of property, but it's where I want to be. Nanny, I know you would, and I know you'd be awesome at helping me. My father's been in construction business for 50 plus years. His health, my dad's not sick, but his health is fading. So throwing him up on a roof, that back section's, heck, it's at least 20 feet off the ground. It's just something I want, and I'll get up there and stuff, but I've had 9 knee surgeries, so I'm not any more stable on top of the roof than he is. So once we get that part done, everything else is pretty much butter. I can do all the siding and stuff. It's just having it here and getting the materials here. I've got all the siding to finish the house and almost finish the siding on the new room. I have 260 by 60 windows, which the windows that I'm wanting to put in there, because of the way we're doing that room, is kind of it'll be a 3rd bedroom, but it'll be more of a 3-season room. It will, oh, I'm sorry, I saw something Mim said, but the windows are only $200 a piece. And then I've got a big French door to put in, which is The door I picked out is like $600. So, and then the metal roofing run me another $700. So yeah, like I said, anywhere from 2,000 to $2,500 will finish that room up. So I should still be able to swing that over time. Manny, you both are still better than 15 of us when it comes to that stuff. It is a dream. She moved mountains. It is a dream. You got one too. Yours is coming. Got to start with the chicken coop though. I'm pushing for your chicken coop. Your mom's gonna get me. Mama Bear, I honestly, I could. There wouldn't even need to be really a barn raising. I could have it finished, but like I said, I've been taking this a bite at a time, and that's been the goal. That's what I want to do. Is I want to be able to. I want to have that fulfillment of getting it done myself and doing the things that I need to do. Um, but I've been doing it. My goal every month is to spend $1,500. If I can spend $1,500 a month on a project at the house, which I've still, that's including gardening and animals and everything. If I can spend $1,500 on the house, I can get it built quick because I'm doing the work myself. So I have no real labor cost in it. I'll do stuff for my dad every once in a while, kick him a little bit of money every once in a while if he needs it because he's retired. So I mean, it's nice to have that. Um, Monica Perez, hi, how are you? Um, Chicken Coop Katie. I like that one. Georgia Malone, how are you today? Yes, I'm going to keep my place. I've just got a fight to do. We're going to be selling some t-shirts to help out a little bit. I've got enough to cover everything, but uh, it's going to pretty much wipe me out every other way. So everything's going to go on the back burner. So if I can sell some shirts and stuff to do some fundraisers, um, that'll help out. So, but yeah, I was telling earlier, I think I can go through it now without getting choked up. Georgian, um, we were coming up the mountain yesterday, and Elon reaches over and grabs my hand and says, "Daddy, I never want to leave the mountain." So that was the Lord's way of just saying, "Put on the gloves again, Chris. You got to go do some fighting." So that's awesome that you're getting stuff planted and growing. That works out great. I'm doing good. Jesus Christ. Uh, I hope so. So she is a sweet little girl. She's got some attitude though, guys. You guys don't see it a whole lot, but she is. My mom is quiet because my brother called my sister-in-law's family farm got sold months ago, but the people who bought the farm are burning the house down. The house is 200 years old. Whoa, that is crazy. She moves mountains. Is the house in just like horrible, horrible condition or something? Or are they just stupid? That's history right there. I mean, there's times and condition, that would and Nanny can rely on this, but I mean, I'm sure there's some beams in a 200-year-old home that can be used way, way, way uh, more useful than for fire kindling. I mean, I can remember my grandfather would go and the old poplar siding on a house. He would rip the poplar siding off, turn it around, and it would last for another 20 years. I'm missing some stuff. Thank you, Hammers. I appreciate you. Yeah, exactly. I want to get if I get back down to Reaching Refuge, Nanny, I want to get hooked up with you guys. Come see you. I really do. No, it isn't. This siblings didn't want the farm, so they sold it. But the new owners are burning it down. It was the type where there was two houses, one for the grands and one for the farmers. Wow, that's just crazy. But that's what money will get you. Not to say that they were being greedy, but you know, Hardneck Farms, we got some hammers on them. We got this covered. You know you're doing it right when you're getting trolls, but at 12:15 at night, you're gonna get trolls anyway. There's just most of them are kids, I think. I'll feed and house you also, but I'll let Maya pay for your gas. Oh, I appreciate a good meal. I will never say no to that. Thank you. I appreciate that. But I'll wear that kilt. Guys, Nanny ordered me a kilt. There's videos coming. Nanny got me a kilt. I got the confirmation today. I think I'm gonna have to wear the kilt with my Queen Heifer application shirt. You have a kilt too, busy little house? Is yours green? Yep, that was the kilt thing came from being on Homestead in the Highlands live, and she said something about me in a kilt, and I said I have had kilts, and I've proudly outgrown them, and would wear one again. And next thing I know, Nanny is ordering me a kilt, and I'm making some videos in it too. So where I got to get me some high black socks. I got really big calves. I got to figure out some and hairy legs too. So I got to figure out some high black socks. I'm not shaving my legs. I did that once before. It wasn't fun. I play the bagpipes and teach Highland dance. Ho ho! You have to make a video on that. The busy little house. How can you not have? That will be like that one will go viral. Put your kilt on and play the bagpipes. I had a good friend who actually got killed who played on the Chicago bagpipe, whatever that is. There was over 1,100 bagpipes showed up for his funeral. He was a police officer also. Oh gosh, this is going fast now. Oh, you gotta love it. Get them hammers. Get them. Get them hammers. Get them hammers. Survival Sherpa. I think I have watched that, Nanny. I'm getting really good. Look at this. Look at how many trolls were coming on. Man, I'm gonna have to make some more all you guys are gonna become moderators in a second just to hammer trolls. It's gonna be like whack a troll. Living Miracle Homestead, thank you. Good night. Um, look forward to talking to you soon. Same with one of your beams so you can. Yeah, so I can reenact the Highland games. She keeps telling me I need to come over there and for the Highland games. Hennick Farms, I can make you a moderator, right? Like that. Now make a comment back, Hennick Farms. These moderators are on it. Whack, 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 whack. Guys, we've been going for 2 hours and 30 minutes. If you don't want to whack any more trolls, we'll call it now. Just let me know. Yep, you're right, Nanny. I'm going to finish working on that, getting the garden out right now is what I'm going to be going after. Look, he's like a 12-year-old little kid. Whack him. You got him now. You got it, Farms. Hendrick Knack Farms. You have to figure it out now how to use that whack-a-mole. That's exactly what it is. They're passing it through. Don't give them anything to fight back with, Curl. That's all they want is somebody to say something back. It's and it's the same people. They're just switching over to different deals. So oh man, you gotta love it. You whacked one. Good job. I love it. Mims is on fire. Make which one? Life with Linda and okay, if I can find them. Post something Life with Linda. You can whack some moles too. There you go. Moderator status. Everybody whack-a-mole. This is kind of getting fun. Everybody whack-a-mole. All right, it's going to be a game now. Who can whack the most moles? I'm a light. I'm shining it on their dark little souls. We're going to pray for you, Chip, with whatever your nasty name is there. I'm out. Night, everyone. Good night, Two Family Homestead. Daryl, thank you for joining us. Thursday night, they're going to spin the wheel on Two Family Homestead and not pick Single Dad Homestead because I don't want them going after me. I don't need it. Love you, Daryl. Love you, Sherry. See you soon. Troll school. I swear they take you and put you on something so that they can start doing it like that. Silly. Well, it won't be me whacking. I did that for a job. Hello, Nanny. That's why I don't want to moderate either. we need to have a cup of coffee and tell stories. Restored bagpipes are coming soon. Ready, 1896 bag. The Busy Little House. I am so excited about that. That is awesome. My mom wants the old rugged cross played on bagpipes at her funeral. She said that since I was a kid. That is amazing, 1896. Well, you'll have to learn that song and play it, and then we'll record it. Molly Mountain Girl, good night. I didn't even see you on here. Appreciate it. Hey, we're at 92 likes there. We might get to 100. Maybe some of these trolls will hit the like button. I don't know. Probably hitting the thumbs button. Greenhouse is going great. I've got to get a shade cloth on it. It's been getting over 100. Been keeping the doors open, so it's been pretty good. Hi from Iowa. We're playing whack-a-mole right now, guys. If you're just coming on, got 93. Happy Colorado Homestead. That is a beard is looking even better. Well, thank you guys. It's a little gray in the middle. Wonder if we can hit 100 before it's over. Happy Colorado Homestead. Hit that thumbs up if you hadn't already, please. We're just sitting here chat. We're having fun right now whacking trolls. I've almost made everybody a moderator, and they're just whacking trolls as left and right. Texas, Monica Perez. Whack a troll, not a mole. Daniel Fielders, yes, that is a majestic beard. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yep. Hardneck Farms is a troll whacker. Put the hammer down, She Moves Mountains. Maybe they got tired. We're at 94, 6 more. Yeah, we could do a new shirt design with a big hammer on it, whacking a troll. 95, 96. Thank you, thank you. 96. I'm at 96. I don't know who's hitting the thumbs up, but that's awesome. It is entertaining. I agree. I am thinking about conversating shed into greenhouse. You could use the poly. Wow, this is going fast again. You can use the poly carbonated sheets and go over it. You can look at Jess and Maya's Franken greenhouse, or look at my video of the ends. That's the same thing. The stuff that I used is not the more expensive stuff. You can buy the real high poly UV panels. They're about $30 a piece, but depending on how big the shed is, it won't take that many pieces. They come in 8, 10, and 12-foot pieces. You would think they would have better things to do than bother your good channel. Heidi K, you know you're doing the right thing when they're here. Tammy, I appreciate you listening to them while you drive. Just don't try to watch them. You should sell Rack-A-Troll video game. Yeah. That would be what I would look at, though, is those polycarbonate panels, the see-through panels. Arian Grand, hello, hello. Yeah, and leave the bottom wood. Go around, remove the top, and run it. And the cool part is that you can run it horizontal. You can run it with the ripple running this way. If it's on the side of the building underneath the overhang, you can get away with doing that and just putting a good seal down the side. And then you want to make sure you're running vertical on the roof. Controlling the double play, so I love fish, Texas coastal fishing. Nina's Catchwell. Hi, Paul. Single dad homestead. Well, hello, girl, boy. Katie Ann at Ozark Hollow Homestead. Hello. Hey, Katie Ann, how are you? Hit that like button. I'm trying to get to 100. Then we're gonna get off of here for a while. Did I meet you at the shindig, Katie? For some reason, that your name sounds familiar. Your channel name. It's going to be a fairly large pond. It'll probably be close to 6 feet deep, 30 feet long, and 15 to 20 feet wide. So fairly good size pond, enough to where we'll be able to keep fish in it. The spring's there. It's already wetland. I've just got to dig it out. Yep, that's exactly what it is, Carol. I'm saying I'm reading 98. Two more to go. Good night, Georgia Malone. Appreciate you coming on, supporting me. I needed all that I could get tonight. Monica Perez, you mean the HOA? Yes, I'm going to that. I'm going to the Life Conference, and I'll probably be at the Appalachian Homestead Convention. And I'm going to that so I can meet Anna from Mims's Garden. She's the only reason I'm going. And the other people that come on here and I like, other than the trolls. But any of you trolls, if you would like to go to one of the conventions, please do. I'll hold your hand while you're there. One more. One more. Yeah, harvesting the bounty. It's going to be fun. I wasn't going to go because I just really couldn't afford it, and that God blessed me with that, and I'm going to be able to go now too. So 99 likes. You're back. Watch, we'll sit here for an hour waiting for that one. Just wanted to say hi. Good night. All good bless. Good night, Heidi. We appreciate you coming on. I'm at 99. I'm not seeing the 100. Happy Colorado Homestead. I'm back down to 98 now. I was at 99. Someone took a like away. I'm not seeing 100. I'm seeing 99. You guys are seeing better tonight. Yeah, I've not seen 100 yet, just 99. Yay, I'm looking. 100. Yay! Now get off here. Thanks, everybody. That was awesome. I kind of wanted to do that tonight. So that's awesome. 101. Wow. Good stuff. Nina Cameron, 101 now. Mama Bear. Oh, you're crazy. Good night, Katie Ann. We appreciate you coming on. It's been the last part of these have just been a hoot. I love it. Woot woot. Got all my whack-a-mole friends on here, whack-a-troll friends on here tonight. There's been a lot of record breakers on here. I'm missing comments, but night all. All right, here they come again. So let's do this. Let's get off of here. I'm ready to go to bed too. So good night. Thank you to all my moderators. Please go show them some love. You whack them as you go, guys. But I'm going to bed. Thanks, guys. White picket fence. Don't forget to look for that scripture for me. Send me an email. Five, four, three, two, one. End.